Hey guys, so welcome to my channel. Welcome to indirectknowledge.com. We have another very special reading tonight, and this reading is for Kyle. Now, before we go on with the reading, I just want to kind of talk to you about the situation because there's not so much a clear question in mind for this particular one. We're going to be doing a reading on an overall situation. Now, for the sake of privacy and liability and all those kind of things, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to actually use this person's name that's having an impact onto Kyle. But what I will do is I will kind of give you guys some information around the circumstances. So this person is a high-powered person that has, a lot of influence and a lot of money and a lot of power. This person is the enemy, and he has protection spells. Like I said, he has high-level demons protecting him, that kind of thing. Kyle wants to know kind of like where his weakness is, how to stop this person from cursing him, and that kind of thing. He thinks that the guy's weakness may be his health, that kind of thing. So guys, just so you know, in case I have to stop this live stream, in the mode here, I am in Michigan, and where I'm at right now, we are under a tornado warning. So if things get rough or internet cuts out or anything like that, or need to take shelter, I'll probably have to end this maybe without warning. So I'm just putting that out there right now. So anyways, let's continue here. Just gonna shuffle the cards here so we can get some. Okay, there we're gonna go. Just shuffle these. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and lay these out so that I can get an idea of what our situation is like, and then we'll talk about these here in just a moment. All right, so. In the past, like with this whole situation, all it came down to justice. That's the card that we have, is the justice card. Notice justice isn't blind. Justice sees everything. It's a scale. It's about balance, right from wrong. You got the sword. It's all about, the mental things in the mind. That's the past. Now, where we're at right now is the Nine of Swords. This is also called the Nightmare card often. This card is really a card that it comes before the Ten of Swords, which is really the outcome of bad things happening, so to speak. And that's really the bluntest way to put it. And the Ten of Swords is not always a bad card because it really does kind of lean us into getting rid of things that have been bothering us in the past so that we can move forward with things into the future. It can be a little daunting or a little troubling for people because sometimes it's that period of time where you're trying to let things go and move into things. Before we get there, though, we have the Nine of Swords. And so the Nine of Swords is really, it's about a lot of mental things going on inside our mind. It's the thoughts, it's the bad ideas, it's the bad things going on. And we overthink things, and we have a lot of, just a lot of mental imagery that's going on inside our mind. So it really is kind of like a nightmare that's going on with our thoughts. We can't sleep. It's bothering us, these kind of things. Now, in the near future and all, what we have is the Sun, one of the best cards in the deck. I'm getting this to be about 2 to 7 weeks out, 2 to 7 weeks for this card to start to really, and then by the 7th week, the sun's going to be like fully shining. But about 2 weeks from now, you'll start to see some relief. You'll see a lot more positive things start to happen in your life. The spell will be broken. All the things that have been plaguing you in your mind will slowly start to fade away. And by the time you get to about 7 weeks from now, that will more or less just all of this negativity, all of this evil, all of this kind of craziness that's been going on, it will all start to fade away. It'll start to just kind of fade out into the background. It'll just kind of like fizzle out. And it'll almost be like it wasn't even there. And then a whole different pattern of things will start to come. So let's talk about some of this stuff. What is really the answer to everything? What's that? We have the Hierophant, okay? The Hierophant right here, it's 5. 5 in numerology is all about change. The Hierophant is really all about tradition. It's all about our culture, our religion, our beliefs, the things that are our core identity. These are the things that that we hold near and dear to us. These are the things that, when it comes to making decisions, oftentimes we rely on this culture, these background or these beliefs and these kind of things in order to really be able to, take action and do things in the right way that makes sense to us based on where our model of reality is. So the energy that's surrounding that nightmare card that we just talked about and all, it's the Knight of Wands, okay? Knight of Wands is a very active card. Wands are about creative energy. By that energy, when you get wands, it's a sign of fire. Fires can just kind of blaze out of control, and they just go in every direction, and you don't know what's really going on. And that's what this knight is really all about. He's just charging off, and that's what the energy and everything is. So it seems like things are happening really rapidly. Things are really out of control. We don't really know what's up with it, and that's where that negativity and things that are happening right now in your life, it's just not a really great thing. What you would like is, honestly, this is what the outcome, this is like your attitude about things, this is what you prefer. You'd like to have a little, equanimity. You'd like to have some solace about things. This is the Hermit card right here. Hermit's about, doing your own thing, going your own way for a little bit, being able to have some introspection, some spiritual solace, do your thing, not be bothered by all the things that have been going on around you and stuff, letting some of that stuff go so that you can just kind of do some introspection. And that's really important, especially as we're moving into the next couple of weeks, because you want to kind of start to work in that direction. If it's not completely possible for you right now, you'll start to see that happen in about 2 weeks from now. And as you do that, you'll start to get a lot more clarity on things. Things will start to make a lot more sense, and you'll get your answers that will come to you and stuff, and everything will start to resolve itself. And like I said, it'll just kind of disappear, and it'll happen very naturally. The other thing to consider is our outcome. So the outcome is our Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is a really great card. It's a wish card in the tarot, and you have the proverbial hand here holding a cup of wishes. We have spiritual symbol of the dove here, which is bringing messages, and these are hopeful messages. These are positive messages of things that are going to start to come about for you. And this cup right here, this is about relationships with other people and stuff like that, and it's really about and it's a very intuitive card. So it's kind of this emergence of spirituality and awakening that starts to happen within you and all. And that's what your outcome is really going to be. And that's what you're supposed to get from this whole entire situation, is it's supposed to take you to a higher spiritual, place in your life and in your thinking and in the way in which everything happens. And we see that throughout this whole entire reading. We have the Hierophant here. Sometimes the Hierophant is called the Pope card. It's really the spiritual card. It's a religious card in the sense of but it's basically rooted in traditions. These are things that are ritualistic, these kind of things. This is your answer, and that is, you have to trust your own power. You have to be able to trust your own self. And when something comes, when you know it's the right thing to do, you do it and trust that, because that's going to be the right thing. You will need to start to see yourself kind of going into that direction of that the Hermit there. And as you do, things are going to start to really slow down for you. All of the chaoticness, the craziness, all the things that have been plaguing you and stuff will be behind you. And then this particular person that we're not mentioning by name per se, this particular person won't exist in your life. No spell that this person casts on you is going to have any impact or effect on you, and everything is going to be really, really good for you. So I hope that this reading really kind of helps you. If you have any questions or whatever, please reach out to me. Guys, if you guys need a tarot reading or anything like that, you can always go to my email address. It's just my first name, Chandra, Chandra, just like the girl's name, Chandra, 108 @gmail.com. You guys can hit me up there if you want. Also, if you guys want to support the channel or support the work that the monks are doing, bringing love to society and also doing really good service for people and whatnot, that's what we dedicate our lives to. We do take a vow of poverty and stuff, but we do use the funds and resources that people bring to help us with, to help us do good works for others. So just know that whatever you do donate is going to good causes. And you can do that at helpbydonating.com. Again, you don't have to, but it's always appreciated. And yeah, that's pretty much it for everything. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do that. Hit that bell icon and you'll get notifications every time we come on, which is fairly regularly. When we do these readings, you can learn more about tarot. You could get your own tarot card read if you happen to be on the air and you reach out to us. And that's pretty much it. So I hope to see you guys on the next episode of Indirect Knowledge, and see you guys soon. Many blessings.